फलम्मा लम युस्इफ बिल इकालती वला अअफा मिनल मकालती लब्बैतु दावतहु तलबियतल मुतीअ व बदलतु फी मुतावअतिही जुहदल मुस्ततीअ। जब उन्होंने मुझे माफ़ नहीं किया या उन्होंने मुझे कामयाब नहीं किया मुआफ़ करने के ज़रिया और मुझे छुट्टी नहीं दी इस मकाला से यानी उसके लिखने से, तो मैंने उनकी पुकार पर लब्बैक कहा फर्मा बरदार के लब्बैक कहने की तरह, और मैंने खर्च किया उनका कहना मानने में कोशिश या इस्तिताअत रखने वाले की कोशिश को। भाई एक कौन बच्ची अल्लाह अल्लाह पढ़ रही है? अपना बंद करो। रुकैया आपा, तुम्हारी बच्ची अल्लाह अल्लाह पढ़ रही है, हमको भी जिक्र करा रही है। चलिए, माशा अल्लाह, अल्लाह उसको नेक बनाए, जिक्र करने वाली बनाए। हाँ जी, तो हाँ, वअनशअतु अला मा उआनीह मिन करीहतिन जामिदतिन, और मैंने लिखना शुरू किया बावजूद उसके जिसको मैं बर्दाश्त कर रहा था, जमी हुई तबीयत से, व फितनतिन खामिदतिन, और बुझी हुई ज़खावत से, व रवियतिन नाज़िबतिन, और खुश्क सोच से, व हुमूमिन नासिबतिन, और थकन वाले गमों से, 50 मकामतन, 50 मकामात। फिर से करो ऊपर से। फलम्मा लम युस्इफ बिल इकाला, when he did not fulfill my need by pardoning me, wala a'fa min al maqala, and he did not give me chutti from writing this maqala, did not let me off. He forced me, he said, no, you have to write it. I said labbaik to his invitation, similar to the labbaik of a farmabardar, obedient person. And I spent in going along with him the effort of the one who is able to do it. And I began to write in spite of whatever I was suffering from still mizaj and tabiyat and nature and extinguished sharpness and alertness and dried thinking and worries and anxieties which were tiring. 50 maqamat. Again, lamma lam yus'if. This is connected to ashara man isharatu hukmun wa ta'atu ghunmun. Wazir Nawshirwan ibn Khalid, the governor of Basra, where Allama Hariri was residing, he instructed him to write Maqamaat. Now, Allama Hariri excused himself, and he put forward the excuse that whoever writes a book, then he makes himself a target. So I don't want to write a book. I don't want to make myself a target for criticism. Please let me off. But the governor sahib said, sorry, छुट्टी नहीं मिलेगी, लिखो, आपके पास इस्तिताअत है, एबिलिटी है, तो यूज करो, यूटिलाइज करो अपनी इस्तिताअत को। तो फलम्मा लम युस्इफ, असाफा युस्इफु इसआफन के लुगवी माना आन युईनु इआनतन, हेल्प करना। आजकल अरबों में, अरबस्तान में, सऊदी अरब में, दुबई में एम्बुलेंस को इसआफ कहते हैं, उस पे लिखा होता है इसआफ, because it rushes to your aid, emergency. So as'afa means hajat puri karna, किसी की जरूरत पूरी करना, to fulfill the need of someone. So he did not fulfill my need bil iqala, by iqala. What is the meaning of iqala? पीछे word आ चुका है, बोलो. माफ करना, pardoning. He did not fulfill my need by pardoning me. Wala a'fa. Afa yafu afwan means माफ करना, और आफा युफी इफान के माना भी माफ करना, to pardon, to let off, to forgive. And he did not pardon me from writing this maqala. Al maqala, Musannif is, humble, and he is saying this is not a book, it's only a maqala. Right? There's a difference between a large voluminous book and one maqala, one article which you deliver in some gathering or meeting, which is called maqala. So he did not let me off from writing this maqala and this session. To labbaytu da'watahu, I responded to his call like the response of an obedient person. Labba yuabbi talbiyatan means labbaik कहना, जवाब देना. आपको बुलाया बैतल इधर आओ, जी लब्बैक हाजिर हूं. तो लब्बैक, अल्लाहुम्मा लब्बैक, लब्बैक ला शरीका लक लब्बैक. We say labbaik because we are responding to the call of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. When he made the house, Allah told him to announce, and he did announcement, and people said labbaik, so we respond to that. So I responded to his call. Da'watahu, da'a yad'u, du'a'an da'watan means to call. I responded to his call. Talbiyatal muti'i. Talbiyata is mansoob binaz'il khafid. Remember this because you'll need it later on. Someone is asking what page are we on? What page number is it?
33.
Page 33. I responded to his call like the response of a farmabardar person. So talbiyata is mansoob binaz'il khafiz. Khafiz means harf jar, which brings her jar. When you take away the khafiz, you give nasab. So the khafiz and harf jar over here is kaf. So it should be labbaytu da'watahu ka talbiyatil muti'i. Okay? But when you took the kaf away, harf jar, you give nasab to the word which follows the harf jar mahzuf. So it becomes labbaytu da'watahu talbiyata instead of ka talbiyati. Misla talbiyati. Al-muti. This will come in many places. I will just remind you of it, that this is mansoob binas il khafiz. And you'll have to understand that there is a harf jar mahzuf here, and because of that, the nasab is given instead of jar. Al-muti'i, ata'a yuti'u ita'atan, farma bardari karna, to be obedient. The talbiya and response of a farma bardar person. وَبَذَلْتُ فِي مُطَاوَعَتِهِ, and I spent in his muwafaqat and confirmation and agreement the effort of the one who is able. بَذَلَ يَبْذُلُ بَذْلًا, kharch karna, to spend. And مطاوعة, طاوع يطاوع مطاوعة means موافقة. وافق يوافق موافقة, to go along with someone, in going along with his request, in his muwafaqat. So I spent in his muwafaqat and going along with him the effort of a mustati'. Juhdun, jahid yazhadu, juhdan means taqat, mushaqqat. From there comes jihad, istifragul juhdi fi muqabalatil aduwi. So juhd means effort, hard work, mushaqqat. Al-mustati' is from istata'a yastati'u istita'atan, to have istita'atan, ability of doing something. So I spend in going along with his request the effort of a person who is able to do something. وأنشأت, أنشأ ينشئ إنشاء, mazmun nigari karna, to write a mazmun or kitab. So I wrote in spite of, أنشأت is fail and maf'ul is 50 maqamatan. Okay, so it's أنشأت 50 maqamatan. right? And what is in between is jumla mu'tariza. Do you get it? So I wrote alama u'anihi. Alama ala means in spite of that, along with that, in spite of what I was, uh, suffering. Ana yu'ani mu'anatan wa'ana'an के माना मुशक्कत उठाना, hardship. In spite of the hardships which I was going through. And what was the hardships? Number one, qadihatun jamida, jami hui tabiyat. Qadihatun means tabiyat, nature. And jamid is from jamada yajmudu jumudan. Jumud means to set. So sometimes your tabiyat is down, your mood is low, you don't feel like doing anything, you don't feel like reading, you don't feel like writing, you just feel like sitting idle and doing nothing. That's called जमी हुई तबीयत. तबीयत जम गई है. जैसे फ्रीजर में दूध को रखें, पानी को रखें तो आइस बन जाता है, जम जाता है, तो उसको कहते हैं जमदा. तो मेरी तबीयत भी जम गई थी. I was just sat, I was sitting idle, I didn't feel like doing anything. So I was suffering the hardship of jami hui tabiyat. Okay, still mentality, low mood. Wa fitnatin khamidatin, buji hui zakawat. Fitnatun, fatana yaftunu, fatanan means sharpness, alertness. The zid of fitnah is baladat, where you are balid and you can't grasp anything, then this person is called balid from baladat. So fitna is the opposite of it. Sharpness, alertness, zakawat, and hushyari. And khamidatun, khamadatin nar means aag bujh gayi. The fire was extinguished. So meri zakawat bujhi hui thi. Extinguished sharpness and alertness and understanding. व रवियतिन नाज़िबतिन, और खुश्क सोच से. रवियतुन जमा रवाया, it means सोच, ilm, and thinking. So you need your mind to be thinking, creative mind, to write something. And nadaba yandubu nuduban means सूख जाना, खुश्क हो जाना. So my mind was dried, soch and fikr and thinking, in spite of what I was suffering from my thoughts which had dried out. And wahumumin nasibatin, and worries and anxieties which were painful. Humum plural of hammun. Hammun means fikr, worry, anxiety. And nasibatun meaning nasab, ta'ab. Nasaba means ta'iba. So nasiba means zatu nasbin, yani zatu ta'bin. My worries, anxieties which were painful, which had lots of pain in it. So in spite of all these, I wrote khamsina maqamatan, 50 maqamat. Do you get it now? Khamsina maqamatan is maf'ul of anshatu. Now, why did he bring khamsina maqamatan later on? Because khamsina maqamatan is mawsoof and tahtawi ala jiddil qawl is its sifat. That's why he brought it maf'ul later. I wrote 50 maqamat. What type of maqamat? تحتوي على جد القول وهزله ورقيق اللفظ وجزله وغرر البيان ودرره وملح الأدب ونوادره. जो शामिल करते हैं बात की हकीकत और उसकी मजाक को, और नरम अल्फाज और फसीह अल्फाज को, और फसाहत बलागत की चमकदार बातों को और उसके मोतियों को, और अदब की नमकीन बातों को और उसकी नादिर बातों को. Again, I wrote 50 maqamat which consist of real talk and a little bit of jest and joke, and which consist of uh, uh, barik and thin, meaning simple words, and big and fasih words, and which consist of fasahat balagats, shining words, and its pearls and diamonds, and which consists of adabs, salty matters, and nawadir, its rare things. Again, tahtawi, ihtawa, yahtawi, ihtiwaan, शामिल करना, तश्तमिलु, इश्तमल, यश्तमिलु, इश्तिमालन, अपने अंदर शामिल करते हैं, consists of. जिद्दुल कौल, जद्द यजिद्दु, जिद्दन means to be serious in something. So jiddul qawl means serious matters. And hazl, hazala yahzilu, hazlan means to joke. So it will have some real talk as well and some jokes as well. Okay? One hadith, Huzur said, Salasun jidduhunna jiddun wa hazluhunna jiddun. Three things are such that even their reality is reality and their joke is also reality. An-nikahu wa talaqu wa raj'atu. Nikah, talaq, and rajat. If you say it with real meaning, it takes place. If you say it in joke, then still it takes place. So if you make a mock nikah, the nikah will be done. Because its reality is reality, but its mock and joke is also reality. स्कूल में किस्सा पेश आया था, ये हमारी जो ईसा एकेडमी है, हेवुड स्कूल, so there was a Muslim teacher, no sorry, non-Muslim teacher, and he was teaching Islamic studies, and they came on the subject of nikah. So he, wanted to show people how nikah is done in Islam. So he made a mock nikah. He got one youngster, right, and one girl, and said, "You propose, you marry," and he proposed, and she said, "I accept." And then this is how there should be two witnesses there. They should give meher, and the nikah is done. After lesson finished, at lunchtime, they mentioned this, and one of the Muslim teachers said, "Oh, to nikah ho gaya unka," because they're both baligh. Right? They're in year 5 or 6. They are both baligh, the boy and the girl, and the nikah is done. Now you should give her meher, and they should start living together. He used to come to Zakaria Masjid. He comes to me, Maul Sahab, this happened. मैंने कहा, हो गया निकाह, वलीमा खिलाओ. मैंने कहा, no, Maul Sahab, my dad's going to kill me if he finds out. I said, your nikah is done. The teacher is right. Because nikah's mock and joke is also a nikah. So he said, what shall I do? मैंने कहा, you have to give walima now. You have to stick together. Now I can't do that, Maul Sahab. So then I said, all right, tell your teacher that next week he teaches you how divorce is done. And he uses you both, and you give the mock divorce, and you say, I divorce you, and this is how divorce is done, and she will be divorced. And because there's no consummation of marriage, there won't be any iddat. She will be free straight away. And this is nikah's mock is also mocking talaq is also taking place. In Pakistan, this case happened. There was a drama, and in the drama there was husband and wife, but they were husband wife in real life as well. So in the drama play, there was some masla of talaq, and the husband gave his wife talaq. And now the muftiyani kiram were asked, and they said, real life may be talaq ho gayi. I said, no, it was only drama. I was doing a play. I didn't mean to divorce my wife. So they said, well, no, I don't accept this. So the masla came to Mufti Taqi Usmani Sahab as well. So in Darul Ifta, Mufti Taqi Usmani Sahab told people, iska jawab mat dena, because they already know the answer. So हमको खामखा के लिए फंसाएंगे, कहेंगे कि दारुल इफ्ता वाले ऐसे हैं वैसे हैं, बदनाम करेंगे. उनको बोलो कि किसी और से फतवा पूछ लो, तुमने और लोगों से पूछ लिया है, वो enough है. We don't need to write on this. You've asked so many people, you know the mas'ala, why do you want any writing from us? The mas'ala is that it is. If divorce is done, जाओ. And if you are given 3 divorce, खत्म. अब हलाला करना पड़ेगा अगर साथ रहना है, वरना छुटा हो जाओ, अलग रखो. किसने कहा था तुमको इस तरह ड्रामा खेलने का? जाहिल किस्म के लोग हो, मसला मालूम होना चाहिए तुमको. न फिल्म बनाने वालों को पता है, न तुमको पता है, दोनों जाहिल. तो ये सलासुन जिद्दुन न जिद्दुन वहजलुन न जिद्दुन, and rajat as well. If you do ruju and I say, I was only joking, ruju is done. You are given 1 talaq raji and you did ruju in joke, then still the ruju is done. Because this matter is connected to furuj, women. And the matter of furuj is very delicate. So in there you can't joke. You have to be serious about it. Even if it's a joke, it's still taken as serious. So anyway, this consists of a real talk and jest and joke as well. ورقيق اللفظ وجزله and barik alfaz and mote alfaz. Riqqatan means barik hona, meaning simple, clear words, and jazl, jazula zulu, jazalatan means jazula mantiquhu, yani fasaha kalamuhu, fasih kalimat, and which consists of very high level words as well. Like in English, you have Shakespeare's language. So over here, we have, a real big fasih talk. So we use the real high words as well in maqamat. وغرر البيان ودرره, and fasahat balaghat, chamkili bateं और उसके मोती. غرر is plural of غرة, and غرة is al-bayad fi jabhatil faras, the whiteness and the shine on the forehead of the horse is called ghurra. So if it's a black horse and it's got some whiteness on its peshani, then that's called ghurratun. From there comes ghurra wa tahjeel in chapter wuzu, where Huzur said, إنكم تأتون يوم القيامة غرا محجلين من آثار الوضوء. So ghurarul bayan, fasahat balaghat, chamkili bateं और नूरानी बातें और रोशन बातें. वह दुररिही और उसके मोतियों पर. Durar is plural of durratun. Durratun means moti, diamonds, pearls, jewels. So you will find many shiny and nurani words and many pearls and jewels and diamonds as well in maqamat. And mulahil adab wa nawadirihi, or ilmul adab ki namkeen bateं और nadir bateं. Mulah is plural of mulhatun, and mulhatun is al kalamul malih, ma yustahsanu wa yustasrafu. Milhun means salt. So salty stuff, meaning something which are salty, tasty. Because without salt, fish and chips doesn't taste nice. Piggy piggy. Khana bhi without salt acha nahi lagta. So salt is good, tasty. So salty stuff meaning some tasty stuff. So I have brought in some adab, some tasty things of adab and some rare matters of adab as well. Nawadir, plural of nadiratun. Nadiratun from nadura yanduru nadaratan. It means to be rare, amazing, ajibo gharib, surprising. So I have brought some surprising stuff as well of ilmul adab in this kitab. Ilama washahtuha, बाद में पढ़ना. तर्जमा कर लो शुरू से. बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम. फिर जब उन्होंने मुआफ नहीं किया, फिर जब उन्होंने मेरी हाजत पूरी नहीं की मुआफ करने और छुट्टी देने के जरिया, और मुझे माफ नहीं किया इस मकाला के लिखने से नहीं छोड़ा, तो मैंने भी उनकी पुकार पर लब्बैक कहा, एक फर्मा बरदार के लब्बैक कहने की तरह, और मैंने खर्च किया उनकी मुवाफकत में ताकत रखने वाले की कोशिश को, और मैंने लिखे 50 मकामात बावजूद इसके जो मैं बर्दाश्त करता हूँ, जमी हुई तबीयत से और बुझी हुई ज़कावत से और खुश्क सोच से और थकन वाले गमों से. ऐसे 50 मकामात जो शामिल करते हैं हकीकी बात को और मजाक की बात को भी, और बारीक अल्फाज को और मोटे मोटे फसीह अल्फाज को भी, और बयान की चमकीली बातों को भी और उसके मोतियों को भी, और अदब की नमकीन बातों को भी और उसकी नादिर बातों को भी. When he did not fulfill my need by pardoning me, nor did he let me off from writing this maqala, I responded to his call like the response of an obedient person, and I spent in going along with his request the effort of the able one, and I wrote in spite of what I was suffering from a still mentality and extinguished sharpness and alertness, and dry soch and fikr and dry thoughts, and worries and anxiety which was tiring. 50 maqamat which consist of real talk and jest talk, and normal day-to-day simple thin words and fasih and big words, and the shining words of fasahat and explicit talking, and its jewels and diamonds and pearls, and the salty stuff of ilmul adab, and its rare and surprising stuff. चलो बाद में पढ़ना आगे इलामा वशाकुहा